It is time for the first fight of the pay-per-view card. Omaha boxing fans eagerly awaiting this bout as well. Steven "So Cold" Nelson from Omaha takes on Detroit native James Ballard. Has said this week he's here to provide a service, a knockout service. We'll find out as this fight unfolds. Let's go to the ring announcer now. Here's Lupe Contreras.
Now, entering the arena, in the blue corner, James Ballard.
So here comes James Ballard, nicknamed the Equalizer, fighting out of the Motor City, Detroit, Michigan. You can never overlook a fighter from that city for sure. He's 10-4 with 3 knockouts, and he's got upset on his mind, Paulie, as he takes on the highly heralded Steve "So Cold" Nelson.
You know, usually you can tell something from a guy's walkout. You know, despite him being the opponent and he's looking for an upset, he's not just showing up for a check. He's showing up to show his own self off, because you don't come to the ring with that kind of swagger and then not try to win the fight.
He told us yesterday during the fighter interviews, he goes, win or lose, this fight will end in a knockout. I'm going right after this guy. He's been hurt for a while. I'm going to test his resolve from the opening bell. Oh, boy, he might not make it to the opening bell, Antonio.
Yeah, I'm looking at balance problems already. Climbing through the ropes, Paulie, I swear.
Balance for Ballard.
Entering the red corner, Steven Nelson.
As they say in the WWE, this is his gimmick. So Cold Steve Nelson always makes a grand entrance in a different ensemble. Paulie, what do you make of this Roman soldier look?
I guess he's feeling like a warrior tonight. I mean, soldier-esque. I tell you, I want to know how they get all that stuff off him now for the fight, no?
Hey, remember Deontay Wilder or something like that?
I hope it don't weigh 100 pounds. You walk into the ring.
Well, this is his home. He is from Omaha, Nebraska, so he was defending his own Coliseum, so to speak, and it's been a frustrating couple of years for Steve Nelson. Torn Achilles tendon, hasn't been in the ring since September of 2020.
Wow.
Man, the ring walk looks good though, and man, he looked good in the skin. Look like he's in tip-top shape.
Yeah, when you've been out for 2 years, you know, due to injuries, you're probably chomping at the bit as well, you know. It's very frustrating to have to sit out with injury problems.
Well, he is about a 16-1 favorite according to the Las Vegas bookies. They expect him to handle business. If you notice, the back of his trunk says Achilles. He's coming off an Achilles tear. Maybe that's what this is about. Let's go back into the ring now, and Lupe Contreras.
We welcome you to the CHI Health Center tonight. Omaha, Nebraska is the epicenter of the boxing world. BLK Prime presents the WBO welterweight championship of the world, Crawford versus Avanesyan. Tonight's bouts are being sanctioned by the Nebraska State Athletic Commission. Commissioner is Aaron Hendry. We start the action with this bout. Set for 8 rounds or less in the light heavyweight division. Our judges scoring at ringside are Mike Contreras, Jeff Sennett, and Tom Milley. Our referee in charge of the action is Kirk Drake. Introducing first, the fighter standing in the blue corner. He enters wearing red with white trim on the scale. He registered an official 175.5 pounds. And tonight, he enters the ring for the 15th time as a pro with 10 victories against 4 losses, 3 of those victories coming by way of KO. Fighting out of Detroit, Michigan, James, the Equalizer Ballard. Across the ring in the red corner, Wearing black with gold trim, he weighed in at an official 174 1/4 pounds. Tonight, this U.S. Army veteran goes to war inside the BLK Prime ring and puts his undefeated 17-0, 14 KO record on the line. Reppin' Omaha, Nebraska, Steven Nelson.
Come on now, Steve. Gentlemen, you've received your instructions in the dressing room. Any questions to the red corner? Any questions to the blue corner? Okay, I want you to protect yourselves at all times. Obey my commands at all times. You fight hard, you fight clean, you fight like men. Fight on my command.
Crawford, baby! Oh, let's go!
James Ballard. I've used the phrase chomping at the bit before, but he was literally chomping at the bit. Here's our tail of the tape. Nelson, 34 years old, 5'10", with about the same reach as James Ballard, who will be 3 inches tall.
See if he knows how to use that height.
So here we go. James Ballard in the red, Steven Nelson from Omaha in the black.
Yeah.
You don't like the body language already, do you, Antonio?
I didn't like it when he was coming through the ropes. It just seemed like his equilibrium is already off. And this is bad. I mean, I know this is just a setup fight to get him back, but I mean, this could end ugly. You got the most important person in the ring right now is the referee.
Yeah, because Ballard doesn't have
He's
any
already
legs,
there, bro.
Well, let's not count him out yet. He started his career 9-0, and he does have 3 knockouts.
Yeah, but he came in the ring with no legs, right? Man, he looked like one of those fighters that already been past it and shouldn't be licensed, to tell you the truth, because his legs aren't there.
And he can't get his hands up. There's nothing he can do to protect himself.
And I get they want a soft touch for Nelson. He's been out for 2 years, so you don't want to bring somebody back into a tough fight. You just got to keep an eye on Ballard, because he doesn't look like his balance is good, and he hasn't even taken a punch yet.
Big overhand right misses for Ballard. So cold digging right to the abdomen.
The best thing Steven can do is just get this over real quick, and and don't have the guy go 6-7 rounds where he's taking an accumulation of punches.
Yeah.
Right hand scores for Nelson, who trained with Terence Crawford. That overhand right scores in Colorado Springs in preparation for this fight. Ballard already looks like damaged goods. Legs aren't there. Oh, big right hand.
He's not seeing the right hand at all.
Yeah, Ballard is ready to go. Just needs Nelson to send him on his way.
Now, if I'm Nelson, I'm keep throwing right hands. Ballard is not seeing any of the right hands at all.
Mouthpiece out.
The straight right hand is going to land if he throws it.
He don't even have a mouthpiece in now.
Well, the ref even noticed that the mouthpiece ain't there.
And his balance equilibrium, he can't get any traction on anything.
Yeah, he can barely hold himself up as he backs up.
Oh, come on, finish it.
Straight right scores it. Down goes Ballard flat on his back. They're waving it off. Steven Nelson just so cold. And that's just what these fans wanted to see here in Omaha.
Yeah, it's just what they wanted to see, but it's fool's gold because they really didn't know how bad a shape Ballard came into this fight. There was no way he could have did anything to win this fight. And I'm glad that Nelson did his job and got him out of there.
Yeah, it's always better off. You don't want to, like you said during the fight, Antonio, you don't want to drag out 6-7 rounds of punishment, because that's where guys get hurt. Ballard, I mean, I think the commission start looking at Ballard's license being suspended
Indefinitely, man.
Indefinitely,
because
man.
this is just not the business for him.
But it's okay, you get knocked out in a round, you get suspended. But he should have not even been off of the last suspension he got on. I mean, that is, for 33 years old, his legs were bad for 30. I mean, he's walking around like he's 45 and shot.
Only
He's 33
has 4
and shot.
fights.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, if you go back and look at those fights, there was an accumulation of devastating shots.
Absolutely, absolutely.
This is a shot-worn fighter that should never be in the ring. And we knew that getting through the ropes because he almost fell on his butt trying to climb through the ropes.
Yeah.
Well, to end on a positive note, anybody that steps in the ring deserves our kudos. And James Ballard got in there and did the best he could, but no match, not even close, to Steven Nelson, who improves to 18-0 in his first fight since a victory over DeAndre Ware back in September of 2020.
Man, this really hurts.
Let's watch the finishing sequence here. Take us through it, Paulie.
And you see the finishing sequence here. Nelson stalking, looking to extend with that left hand. He doesn't really throw it, Jeff. Throws the overhand right as he's measuring with the big left hand. That one catches Ballard, and then we'll see the knockout shot here is coming. And there's a big right hand. That was, remember, he's got no mouthpiece in his mouth. His mouthpiece is laying across the ring, as you can see. So that straight right hand right on the mouth is also into a mouth that has no mouthpiece in it. So you're taking that shot even worse than you usually would. And there's a good body shot in there as well. It sunk him in. And that last right hand just turned him stiff.
And right now, the best thing we can do for Ballard is to get him to the hospital, man. He need to get some tests and everything ran on him because he can't walk back to the corner.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like it's this thing that only lasted a round, man.
All right, for the official announcement, we go back in the ring and Lupe Contreras.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout concludes inside the BLK Prime ring with an official time of 2 minutes 41 seconds of the opening round. Your winner, by way of knockout, still undefeated from Omaha, Steven Nelson.
Let's go into the ring now. Miguel Flores will be speaking with our winner, Steven Nelson.
Steven, congratulations on a dominant victory. Did you expect this fight to go as quick as it did?
Of course, you know, because I believe in myself. But I wish he would have lasted a couple more rounds. You know, we went through all types of opponents to get in here, and he the one who signed the contract, you know. But hey, everybody, it's hard getting in here, you know, so don't talk down on the man. Everybody give it up for James Ballard, man, because he stepped in this ring.
It has been a long road for you back to recovery. You're wearing Achilles on your trunks. How important was it just to get back into the ring and on that long road to recovery and now score a knockout victory?
Man, it's been a long time, 26 months, man. I've been through all types of stuff within the months and everything. I want to give it up to my little sister, Raven Nelson. You know, she's fighting a battle right now. And man, I'm just happy to be back, especially with BLK Prime, man. It's the new promotion company. They doing wonderful with us fighters. And give it up for BLK Prime, everybody.
What does it mean to you being on the same card as your hometown friend, Terence Bud Crawford, in front of all of your supporters here in Omaha? How big is this for you guys?
Man, we spoke it into existence years ago. We were sitting in the car, driving to the gym, and he like, man, one day, man, we're going to fight together in the hometown, pay-per-view, we're going to do it. So we spoke it into existence.
Congratulations, Steven So Cool Nelson.
Everybody, 168, 170.
So Steven Nelson with the win, and he told us yesterday, Paulie, if he won this fight, he wanted Edgar Berlanga. What do you think of that fight if it were to happen?
warm-up fight out of the way. You know, Ballard was, you know, we were talking about how he probably shouldn't have been in the ring, but nonetheless, you know, Nelson had been out for 2 years, so you can't jump into a Berlanga fight right after that, right? So you get your confidence builder, you get your win. Berlanga also needs to start showing some improvements based on some deficiencies he's shown in his style lately. So I think it's going to be a nice little crossroads fight there for both of these guys if they fight.
All right, so 1 down, 4 to go, including, of course, our main event, the return of Terence "Bud" Crawford. For now, though, back up to Dave.
Hey, Todd, thanks so much. Wow, Steven, so cool. Nelson from right here in Omaha, that was the call during the weigh-ins yesterday. A lot of fans showed up for Terence Crawford, of course. Bob, the local superstar, second choice local star boxer Steven Nelson from here in Omaha, now 18-0. So, impressive win for Steven "So-Cold" Nelson, still undefeated. His opponent, James Ballard, said he was going to take the O away from Nelson's record. That did not happen here in Omaha, and what a incredible reaction here at the CIHI Health Center. Sold out with 18,000 fans here when Nelson got the win. Moments ago, Chris Cyborg entering the building and getting ready for her fight. And Crawford is here too. Who's walking in? And the fans see it on the big overhead scoreboard here. Terence "Bud" Crawford, the hometown hero himself, with a 38-0 record. The reigning WBO welterweight champion.